Evening, gents and ladies, and yeah, whoever else is in. Let's sit there in a nice city position. There's a city position. Check me mic. Yeah, actually, it's a bit. It's a little. I think the music's a bit loud. Second, guys. That's probably better. Oh, there's a lot in already. Let's have a look. DSAS, Stealthiz, Joe Hamilton, Spring Lizard, Log, James, Roman, Marcus, Jazzy Bibit, Akai. Why does it? Why can't they all be called Dave? So much easier. Nerifix, Rich. I think it's Dark Hornans. Lots of people. Welcome to this. This is Valheim. I'm not playing Valheim, even though I am actually playing it on the screen, but I'm not actually going to play it. I just popped in for a chat, really. I was going to stream, and then I wasn't going to stream, and then I was just like, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to chill out tonight, I'm not going to stream. But then I thought I should stream for an hour and have a bit crack on with people. And yeah, so I've decided to sit on the edge of my house and chat about games and shit. So here we are. Here we are, guys. Having a chat about games. I'm excited about tomorrow because it's the 3rd of October and it's the next fest on Steam, and there's a game in particular that I'm looking forward to playing. Can you guess what it is yet? That was a... Oh, I shouldn't do impersonations of him anymore, should I? Probably not. Never mind. Wait, now you shouldn't have said that. Because now people are going to probably post them. Yeah, I haven't played Valheim for probably about 8 or 9 months now. Yes, LOL Gaming. Correcticus. You are correct. Mana Lords. That'll be the next video. I'll be playing the shit out of it tomorrow and doing a video for you. What's with the bungalow bullshit? Do you know that even got into my review that I did the other day? I was reading through the comments and someone says, oh, Mike, it was nice to be part of the bungalow stream. You know, good luck on your house. I'm getting a house, not a bungalow. I don't know where the hell freaking bungalows came from. And I didn't post to correct that, because I knew if I did, that would just spark a insurrection. That's what I'm calling it. It's an insurrection, guys. What's Grand Branch? It probably is, Nathan. It's probably the same spot. Heat from the Copters on sale. If it was free, but yeah, it's just, no. You stepped in dog poo, forgot, and then oh, that's awful. But a lot of us have done that before. This is Valheim. Oh, the game tomorrow, Mana Lords. I thought it said Banner Lords there, because that's out this month as well. Scorn. Yeah, I'll be covering Scorn as well. Yes, that's same as me, Zen. That's what I'm doing. Hi, Mike, you alright? Well, I won't be playing Valheim until it's done. Same with Satisfactory. Same with V Rising. They're games that I think are extraordinarily good, and I don't want to spoil them by playing them unfinished again. It was fine the first time, in early access when they first came out because no one knew what they were. And I don't know if it's a good game till I play it. That's why it's hilarious when people say, Mac, play some good games, review some good games. Well, I don't know it's a good game until I can play it, do I? You know, I'm not psychic, so it's the same with the likes of Valheim. I had to play it till I realised it was just a phenomenon, like, it was just fantastic. I think my video of this has had 500,000 views, my Valheim video. And I was one of the first people to cover it, so I'm taking a big credit for the game actually being so popular. Hi Mick, you alright? He'll be going out for a steak in a minute, guys, so say hi to Mick Higgy before he naps off for a steak. Far Cry 6 has 2 difficulty settings, piss easy and... You're right, it does. It's... Yeah, it is. You live in a bungalow on the Maldives, huh? It's my pleasure. Zerthrumon from Hungary. I don't know when Scorn's out. Hi Cameron, you alright? Hi Mark. Yeah, Bannerlords is 25th of this month. I haven't played it since I last... I installed it the other day, and I was so tempted to go in because I'm probably going to be moving house when it comes out. And I thought, should I just go in now? Because it's had loads of updates since I last reviewed it. But I thought, what's the point? It's going to get a big update on when it goes to version 1. So, yeah. We're going to have to wait. The reason I haven't played PlayStation 5 games is because using a controller is painful with my arm. So, it sucks. It really does. But I'm going to do my best to do Elden Ring on the PS5 before the end of the year. I'm either playing it on the... I'm playing it on either the mouse, keyboard on the PC or on the PS5. I'd rather play it on the PS5. I hear it's a lot better. So, we'll see. What was the score for this game? I only score released games. So, if it's early access, it'll either get a thumb up or a thumb down. Because I've seen games that's been good in early access and then they've fucked up before they've finished it. So I don't ever score a game until it's fully released. Which is kind of sensible, like. Am I a Geordie? I'm not a... A lot of people think I'm a Geordie because I sound like a Geordie, but I don't sound like a proper Geordie because I'm not. You have to be born within sight and sound of the Tyne River. I wasn't. I was born near the River Wear, so I'm more of a Mackem than a Geordie, I would say. Oh, I love steak sandwiches, mate. Ribeye steak sliced up with tomato on a lovely white bap with a kilogram of salt poured on it. Man. Yes, Skull and Bones looks a bit. You just saw this train game on Switch, so it's not an Epic exclusive. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's on the Switch as well. Yeah, but you know, I don't count the Switch as a big platform like the PC, even though, you know, it does have some good games on it. I've got a Switch, but, you know, it's not on the same planet as a PC. I would compare a PC to, like, a console, like, you know, a PlayStation 5 or something, or an Xbox One. Not a handheld thing. I better stock up on bells for Elden Ring, I know. It's a beautiful autumn evening. Leaves are turning colour. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. But Mick, you're going to get snowed in because you always do over there. I haven't tried Captain of Industry, I don't think. But I have played something of Industry. Maybe I have, you know. You'd have to check my channel. I don't think I have, though. I should check you, but I've got this Destroyer game to do. I had a dabble with it last week and I didn't think much of it first impressions. That's why I ended up doing the Real Guard instead, which I really do like. Darlow? Nah, we're north of Darlow. More Durham. Pit Village. Near Durham, you know. Yeah, the boats in this game are fantastic. Who's your football team? I've never been to a football match since 1999. I used to follow Sunderland, but I don't really like football now. It's all money's ruined the game, so I don't really. Did you see Asmon Gold's video about how? No, I don't know what it was about. But as soon as you said, "Did you see his video?" I don't watch him. No. How to cook a $2 steak? I wouldn't buy a $2 steak. So, you're from Durham, are you? Ah, I'm near Durham. Skull and Bone. I have a swear. Well, it's rabbits actually. It's not technically mine. I don't have a Steam Deck, no, but I'm gonna get one and I'm gonna review it. So the wilt's gone. Right, 2 weeks earlier. Oh, right, okay. Hey, thank you, Nathan. My Patreon didn't go through, so here's this for now. Hope you're having a good one. I've had an awful week, which is why you haven't seen many videos. But I've had a decent day today. I've been on the roof of the house that I'm buying because they said that that it had a leak. So I was up on the roof today. Hey, I tell you what, first time I've climbed the ladder since I did my arm in. And you know what? It was so weird going up a ladder where I can't hold on with my right arm. I had to climb the ladder with my left arm only. It was rather. It really was. I'm still looking for a VR headset. I don't know. I still can't use the controllers properly. So, did I play Two Point Campus? I didn't know. I didn't, Cameron. I left that one out after reading a review. Oh, God. Aye. Then the deep freeze. I love autumn. It's a beautiful time of the year. Unless you're a motorcyclist. I used to hate it when I was a biker. All the leaves on the wet road, you'd be off like if you weren't careful. But I do like it now. You have a Switch as my only console for the Zelda. Aha. Yeah. 2 games worth keeping an eye on. One is War of the Worlds. Yes, that looks good, doesn't it? And Road to Vostok. Yeah, Road to Vostok. Do you know, I was going to have a game of that the other day. I don't know about that. It looks like a tech demo. We'll see how it goes anyway. I'm just going to skim down the comments to show you what. Have you tried Hell Let Loose? Yeah, I did play that. I streamed it actually, I think, a long time ago. You a fan of the new government? I'm not doing politics. It amazes me how indie devs can do so good. Yeah, they're fantastic. Footballs are kneelers. Footballers are kneelers. Batman Arkham games for 20 quid. Oh, so you wasted 20 quid. Yeah, do you know what the Steam Deck is? It is an amazing thing by the looks of it, but not everything works on it, which is a bit. I thought everything worked on it, but it's not. So you have to kind of make sure that the game that you, or games that you really like work on it before you buy it. So, but I am going to buy it and I'm going to review it and see how it is. Yeah, we need more rabbit. Yeah, do you know what? Since I broke my arm, call this a coincidence. Rabbit hasn't been around much since I broke my arm. It's nothing to do that people think he's not real and it requires my arm. I don't know what it is. It could have something to do with the fact that I can't bend my arm the way I used to be able to. I don't think it's got anything to do with that, guys. I just think he hasn't bothered coming out much since I broke my arm. Oh God, Mackie, giving away your secrets. They thought he was real, you prick. Oh, sorry, I found that far too funny for what it actually was. Oh God, if I did rabbit now, he'd be face down all the time, planted, just like he'd be asleep. Stand up, you prick! I can't get you fucking arm up, man. Stand up. That's how it would be. If I did him now, it would be. Oh God, poor rabbit there. Cast's, yeah, I'll get Cast. Cast has been doing it actually for a bit, so. Spring is superior to fall. Spring is warmer, I'll give you that. Greetings from South Africa. Greetings. Oh, spring lizard. Has that got anything to do with Springboks? Isn't South Africa the rugby the Springbok? Oh, I don't know. I'm not into rugby, but something just popped out, Springboks, and I saw your name Spring. Maybe it's probably got nothing to do with it at all. How's your new king? Oh. Never liked Charles. Seen him with a bloody pen. What a prick. I can't say that about you. Oh, fuck him. You just insulted the king. An assault on the king. That's hung, drawn, and quartered. Fuck. He's a prick. Your Highness, if you're watching. Winter, the best. I like winter. I love winter. It's a bit cold, but I love the snow. Cheers, Shinigami. Cheers from the States, Mac. Will you be WAB Company of Heroes 3? Yes, I will. And do you have a plan on revisiting? Yes, I do. 7 days when it gets out, though. I've done that many videos on 7 days. I'm waiting until it's actually out now, which will probably be never. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, cheers. Cyberpunk. Yes, I'm gonna review Cyberpunk again. I'm gonna actually review it again this winter. So it'll be 2 years. Is that right? This winter? I don't know. But I am gonna do it again. Cartridge defense. Never even heard of it. Was it the British who blew up the Nord Stream pipelines? Hey, look. I don't know who the hell it was. I have an idea. The Springboks. I thought it was. That's right. But spring is not for that. Off with his head. Oh, we've got the All Blacks in from New Zealand. I tell you what, that used to be always a good rugger match, wasn't it? New Zealand and South Africa. Hi, Anonymous, you alright? Are you the original Anonymous from years ago? Probably is. Wait for the DLC, says Nathan. Okay, I'll take your advice. Level up boxing. Thank you. Still laughing at your Rage 2 E3 reaction. Have you tried Easy Red 2? I haven't, no. Yes, they are. Rude. AC, Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Origins are decent games. If you can get them on the cheap. Get them on the cheap, like. Though the text's going, I missed a good chunk of comments there. I do apologise. Hi, Basta Vogt. First time joining the Mac Live show. I'm playing Deathloop. Alright. And the Mac in the background having a good time. It's so relaxing. Good on you. Hi, Lloyd. Oh, this is going fast, this chat. Some of the comments I can't repeat. That was quite funny, the one that's just gone. The only thing that matters when it comes to politics. Let's talk about gaming, eh? Well, I'm going to do 7 days, but I'm waiting till 1 now. I'm waiting till 1. I've done that many videos on it. I'm sick of it. Fuck me. I just wish it would release. Let's see what the final vision was, you know? Cheers, Scott. Second day with your new comp. A Ryzen 5800. 3D RTX. Oh, sorry, not the X3. Oh, 3090. Yeah, good lad. You haven't bought the new one. I'm going to try Cyberpunk in 4K. And I hope they fixed a lot of the bugs. I really do, because it doesn't matter what PC you got. When you're playing Cyberpunk, it was... Any games you're really waiting for? No. Manor Lord's demo tomorrow. Yeah, Foxhole, I reinstalled it, but whether I'll be able to do it, I mean, I've got a load of demos to do over the coming week, and then I think we might have the keys the week after. So there's going to be downtime, like there's going to be some serious downtime, which I'm dreading. But that's just the way it is. While I'm moving, it's going to be maybe even 3 weeks. So I'm going to miss probably Call of Duty, which I don't really want to miss because I'm such a fan. Yeah. What is a good management game you would recommend? There's a ton of them. I think I have a playlist on them. You might want to check that out. I like that one I've just done. Real God. It's a bit of a management game. I've never played Escape to Tarkov, no. But I have made several videos attacking the developers for their dodgy ethics, which were hilarious, especially when I blew away 13,000 of the Escape from Tarkov fans by proving them all wrong, which was hilarious. So that was good. Sorry, 130,000 of them it was. Manor demo, I don't know how long it's up. She is Skaven. How much do you need to donate to retry Baldur's Gate 3? $1 million. Look, I wasn't a huge Baldur's Gate fan, and I refunded Baldur's Gate 3 when I first got it because it was garbage. So I know it's really good now. In fact, I saw a video, it came into my feed just today saying that it's the best RTS that's ever been made. So I might just have to go and check it out, you know. Satisfactory Update 6, no. I'm waiting till that's going to be finished. Same with this, same with Valheim. I can't just keep diving back into these huge games. It's a massive undertaking playing Satisfactory because everything I did in the last game screwed. I mean, I'll have to start from scratch. I can't keep doing that every day. It's like, you know, 30 hours just to get back up to where I am now. It's crazy. So I'm just waiting till release 1, then I'll go in. Same with Valheim, same with V-Rising, same with 7 Days to Die. You can only do so many videos of them in early access. Then you've got to say, right, what the, get it released, mate. Especially when it's gone on for years and years and years, like. So, yeah. Well, Call of Duty, the only ones I really remember is the first two because they were groundbreaking-ish, kind of-ish. I mean, we had Medal of Honor and all that going on at the same time, but they were great. I remember Battlefield Vietnam, and Battlefield 1942. Like, you're talking about Call of Duty, what are you doing? See, I totally forgot it was even called Call of Duty. But no, Call of Duty, the ones I remember is Call of Duty 1 and Call of Duty 2. I remember Modern Warfare 2. Which I still think is the best one ever. And Call of Duty World at War, which was fantastic for the zombies. Every other one, oh, geez, Renus. Your favourite games of all time? Well, that's an impossible question because you have to take into consideration the time that these games were released, like the year, the impact they had at the time. I mean, the best games ever made are releasing now because of the... I mean, just look at this. I mean, look at Valheim. It's one of the best games ever made, this. The atmosphere in this game is just second to none. It's absolutely oozes immersion, this game. It's just this huge world where everything's alive and there's shit going down. It's amazing. It's one of the best games that's ever been made. No question about it. If this was made when I was like in the 90s, I'd be dead because I'd have died of a heart attack. Because to imagine something like this back then would just be, you know, you'd be laughed out of any kind of internet cafe if you even suggested a game like this could exist. But it's here now because we have the technology and the capabilities to make it. But if I go back to them days, back to even the 80s, the late 80s, when I started playing video games, the games then had a massive impact on me. But when you look at them today, you'd laugh your tits off. It just how bad they look, but they were just incredible. So, you know, it's all kind of relative to the time. But there's been so many, man. There's been so many great games. I could roll off the tongue 10 classics from all times. And some of them are really bad games now that I would never touch again. But back in the day, they were just fantastic, you know. Battlefield Vietnam or Battlefield Vietnam Bad Company? Battlefield Vietnam. I thought Battlefield Vietnam was absolutely glorious game. I never had Pong, no, but I know what it is. But that was a little bit before my time, Pong. Yeah. The first thing that came out when I was like a young lad, like a, 11-year-old, was the Atari 2800. Was it the 2800 or something? Where you got in the UK we got combat with it. If you bought it, you got combat with the game. It's the one with the big cartridges that went in the front. That was the first. That was the thing that was like, wow, look at this. I do apologise if I missed your question or comment, but it's impossible to kind of get everybody's. So, I'm not looking at it and reading it and thinking, fuck you, I'm not mentioning it. It's just that I missed it, Well, I don't think we're going through an indie golden age. I think we're going through an indie slime pit where 80% of it's garbage, but there's brilliant things like this. I've noticed more and more that the slime pit's getting bigger. For example, this week I've played, 7 games, and I've getting you 1 review out of it because the other 6 games were just, just not good enough. And I'm finding that I'm having to play way more games now to find a good one than I did 2 years ago. It's getting quite bad in indie world, but we're still getting fantastic games. Hi Void. What are your temperatures like? What me? Or where I live? Where I live's about 12 degrees. I don't know what you're asking us. Sorry. I don't have a fever, if that's that's what. Combat was the Atari 2600 high. That was it then. That's what we had. We don't need cheats, we have the M60 Battlefield Vietnam. Yeah, there was another. I like Viet Cong as well. That was another Vietnam game back in the day. I want to start a portfolio project, come up with a cool game designer. What you think would be an amazing setting for, let's say, an RPG. Well, nearly all RPGs are set in medieval land. It's kind of like the rule they have to be in. But, I don't know. I mean, with an RPG, goodness. I just think of medieval fantasy when I think of RPG, because the best ones are in them days. That's a toughie, man. Don't give me hard questions. Thunder. I've had a busy week and a tiring day. I haven't tried synthetic. Maybe space RPG. We haven't had many space RPGs. Yeah, it is then weeding them out. It is. Yeah, Space Beast Terrified. I streamed that about 1.5 years ago. I bet it's changed a lot since then. It was a bit like Alien 2, wasn't it? Should be called Fireside Chats with Mac and Rabbit. I'm at the top of the page with comments. I'm going to be missing some out. I do apologise again. I have played Star Citizen and I wasn't impressed, but that was 2 years ago. It's had another $1 billion thrown at it since then. So I'm all excited. Woo. Oh god, I'll be reviewing it. My goodness. Trying to read. What's Maghavan talking about? Star Renegades. Review Sinking City. Saw a really good one today, and I can't remember the name of it. It was like a water city builder game. Looked good. I playing Wrath of the Lich King at all? Nah. I've cancelled my WoW subscription. I didn't like, you know, I didn't like that, to be honest. That was the greatest fighting game of all times. Happy Sunday to you, Mag Havlin. Even though there's no such thing as Happy Sunday, but you know, enjoy it. Have you ever watched An Idiot Abroad? I haven't, no. I'm not leveling, no. I'm not playing. I left WoW originally in Wrath of the Lich King. I love the pre-patch, but I just can't stomach Wrath of the Lich King. It's the patch, it's the add-on that ruined WoW. It was the first nail in WoW's coffin. Flying mounts in Azeroth. Nah. What the hell, man? So no, I've quit. I'm going to do a video on my experiences in Classic, but hang on a second, I'm just checking something. Sorry, I had to just check some, so I've missed anything that happened in the last 5 minutes. I'm back. War Tales, that was a good game. Wasn't it the one with the story of the French guy? Was that War Tales? Oh, it's a new game, sorry. I haven't seen that. Hi, Bradley, I haven't been in this for a while. Here's Shinigami. Have you played the old Stalker games? Yes, of course I have. And I will, yes. And I do, yes. I have, I will, and I do. There you go. Yeah, it was Dr. Unishit. Oh my goodness, do you know what? I was looking at FIFA 23 on, it's getting panned. Absolutely panned on Steam. And I was reading through some of the user reviews, and they're all kind of the same. And it sounds like a travesty. It really does. But hey, nothing tops international sensible soccer or International World of Sensible Soccer or whatever it was called. That was pure awesomeness, that game. Need a few new Phasmophobia VR streams. What was I saying tonight, Kaz? Yes. Yes. I should. I would not rant at FIFA because I've been warning these idiots who buy it for such a long time. Like, literally, stop buying. Stop paying for the same game every year with different colours. What are you doing? That's why I've stopped with all the Formula 1 games. It's just... They've got it easy, man, you know? These developers, they're just... It's bullshit, man. Absolute bullshit. £60, please. Crazy. What do I think the Stadia shutting down? Well, I said when it came out that it wouldn't work. It ain't gonna work. That shit ain't gonna work. It's never gonna fly. So, yeah. Well, I'm doing Elden Ring before Christmas. Obviously, I have to. How can I possibly do a Game of the Year video if Elden Ring, which is everybody's Game of the Year, I haven't even played it? I'm just hoping. I'm waiting till the last second because my arm is getting a little bit better. But I'm waiting till it is as best as it can, you know. You can't never fix, but I am gonna take bits out of the stream and put it back up. So I haven't deleted that stream because it was a crazy stream, that. Yeah, exactly. And it's on the GTA 6, like. Well, I don't like leaks like that because it kind of ruins a lot of the game, and there's nothing like uncovering a game for the first time when you're playing it. That's why I try not to do spoilers when I do reviews, but with what I saw and what I heard, my goodness. Fuck me. Does that answer your question? Oh no. I don't like Souls-like games. It's not my kind of... I was watching, there's a new 2D game coming out, I do forget the name of it, but I was watching this stream of it today, and it's like a 2D Dark Souls, and I was watching the guy playing it, and after watching it for 5 minutes, I was able to speak out loud the moves that the boss was going to do, and that was... See, I don't get pleasure from that. You know, he's yelled. That means he's going to spin that round at medium height, so you have to duck. Oh, he's done this move, so that means he's going to spin it round at your feet, so jump. It's like Simon Says. I've always said it's like fucking Simon Says. You've just got to memorize the moves that they do, and then you've got to know what to press when you see the sign of that happening. And if you don't, you get one-shotted and you have to start again. My goodness, that's my idea of frustration, not pleasure, not gaming pleasure. So that's what I'll never like Souls-like games. Now, look, I'm not criticizing those who love them. Fine, everybody loves different things. So, you know, good on you. I'm pleased that there's some really good Souls-like games out there for the people that like that kind of stuff. I'm just not one of them, you know. So, but I do try to give as fair, balanced review as I can when I play one. And Elden Ring just didn't work. I couldn't play the damn thing, you know. Not because I didn't have the skill to play it, it was because the game didn't actually work with my setup, which kind of sucked. So, yeah. We'll see. We shall see. I have no idea what Mag Haven's been going on about. He's been talking weird for the last half hour, so I'm just like, you know, whatever. Sakai. I haven't. I played the. I think I reviewed the first one. I haven't played the second one though. If that's the same game, I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Synthetic rings a bell. Really good. Good. Did. It did. Yeah. Souls is a Simon Says game though. Is the picture frozen? No, it's just I'm not doing anything. Look at the clipping of that. I'm not playing the game, I'm just chatting tonight. Mac, what about re-uploading one of those old Max Corner streams? I'd love to see the human faults. You know what, I should. I bought a few of them over, like. I did review all 3 Dark Souls games, yeah. I wasn't impressed by any of them. The absolute travesty of the mouse and keyboard support. There was only one Sekiro. I'm thinking of someone else then. My arm's no better, to be fair. I mean, you should have seen me cutting the pizza tonight. My goodness. I was in agony. But I had to do it, because if I don't do it, it doesn't get stronger, you know? Yeah. Sucks. Should have seen this climbing a ladder this morning. You know. I've heard about the open world in Elden Ring. Sounds awesome, like. Stalker Anomaly. Doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, I haven't reviewed it if there's only been one. I do own it though, but I haven't really played it. Of course, I'll be all over Starfield. Looks great. I'm alright, Brad. This is Valheim. Yeah. Great game, Valheim. They do work. Well, that's why I'm going to probably do Elden Ring on a controller on the PlayStation. The problem I have with the controller, I can hold it fine, as you saw when I did that racing game on the PS5, which is I quite enjoyed playing that. The problem I have is when you're trying to do combos, because you've got to move a lot of fingers. That puts a lot of stress on us, on my arm. So that causes the problems with controllers. But I'm alright doing driving games where you're just, using triggers and the odd button. I mean, I don't even know whether there's a lot of combos in Elden Ring, but I assume there is because of Dark Souls. So, yeah. Hi, Christian. You alright? StarCraft's a great game. Oh. I think you spelled that wrong, lol. Oh boy, I remember that. Foxhole's a great game. It's a big kind of game, but it's, yeah. It's good. But the arm's no better. It's fucked. So. I keep forgetting it's broken into bits. If I drop a bit of food on my finger, you normally put your finger in your mouth to suck the food off. Well, I can't reach my mouth. I was doing that. Did that tonight with a bit of pizza. I was like, oh yeah, sticking my tongue out. It's just, yeah, the way it is, Wulong demo, I didn't know. You like pre, you like Control Alt Ego. Oh, I'll check that out. Thanks for that. We just bought real cards, go to a great little game, I must say. How do you like it, Christian? Yeah, I like it. I nearly streamed it tonight, but It's a bit tired, like. When you're in Leeds. Dishonored 2. Play stealth this time. Well, I don't like stealth. I like, you know, balls out gaming. I've never liked stealth since I played Thief. I mean, I know Thief is a stealth game, but I just didn't like it. What are you drinking tonight, Mac? Coke. Stallcraft. I did not spell Stallcraft wrong. I checked it twice. Ah, okay. I've never heard of it then. Risk of Rain 2. Great game, that. I did watch the Dead Island 2 trailer. Look, I've been waiting for Dead Island 2 since I was born. What the hell? Oh, I didn't like Terraria. I mean, it was alright. How did you hurt your arm? Chasing chavs who threw a brick at me mother's window. And I tripped and I landed on it and smashed my elbow in 3 bits. Which is fucked it. Good chavs there. Banner Lords. Oh, man. What's Game of the Year then, guys? Come on. Now, there's no coincidence that someone mentioned Banner Lords 2 and I says, Game of the Year. I don't know what Game of the Year is going to be. I'll tell you something, Banner Lords is going to be up there. It's got to be up there. Mac used to love the young ones. Oh, man. Vivian, Neil, Mike, and Rick. Fantastic. I've really seen Pet the young ones. Fabulous TV. When TV was good, eh? But the 80s or the 90s better, they were both awesome. 80s were better. Elden Ring, Elden Ring. Yeah, I knew it. It will be COD. Well done. God of War 4. Mag, skip the Elden Ring, Elden Ring. Well, to be fair, right? If whatever's Game of the Year, I can say this for absolute certainty. Whatever is Game of the Year, thank you, Mick, for that, for being on the ball there. Whatever is Game of the Year, it's had fuck all competition. I think we can all agree with that. Fuck all competition, guys. So, yeah. You know what? It's a bit. I'm getting wet, guys. I'm going in. There's a storm. There's a storm coming, lads. We're doomed. Storm coming. Let's get in the house. Aye, let's sit by the hearth. Dry yourselves out. Aye. Ah, yes. The wee black brew next to the net. Stop it, you can't do it. There you go, guys. We're having a bit. 2 Point Campus is not going to be Game of the Year. So, yeah. Saints Row Game of the Year. I agree with that. There you go. I don't think it's crippling the gaming industry, Psychoid. Because, do you know why I think that? Do you know why I don't think that cancel culture and the woke culture is crippling gaming? Because it's only affecting AAA games. And I think the best games ever made are indie. They just are. They really just are. Factoria's great in it. Isn't it so good? Look, all the games... Do you know what? If I had a week off to play whatever I wanted, there's not a single AAA game I'd play. Everything I will play in my spare time is indie. They're just the best fucking games. They're crafted with absolute passion. Absolute passion. This is Valheim, Joseph. Absolutely astonishing game, this. mean, there's been some fantastic AAA games, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've loved loads of AAA games. But that when AAA games were great, they're just not anymore. You get the odd one. You do. I'm not saying all AAA games are bad. Of course they're not. Some of them are really good. But the vast majority of them are garbage. And I mean garbage. Not even close to being fun at all. 50 quid, 60 quid for absolute tosh. You know, you can buy a good indie game for 15 quid, you know. It's, yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? I was not a big fan of Diablo games, but I respect the fact that they're good games because I can see that they're good games. It's like platformers. Oh, there's a hell of a storm going on out there. I can hear it. It's lashing down. Oh, look. Oh, there's a kind of swell there, guys. There's quite a swell going on there. Let's stay indoors. I made this house myself, you know. Cass, shut up. Alright, Cass made it all. I chopped down half the trees. So, yeah. Banished's a great game poser. Stray was good. Oh, sorry, that was an accident. I just was reaching for something and accidentally hit the bell. Oh, Medieval. Fabulous game, LC. Fabulous game. Yeah, exactly. Look at Ubisoft games. You're right, BV. Zen, would you not want to, though? I mean, Zen says, will we have to rebuild to play Valheim when it's finally finished? My goodness, I want to. I literally, whenever I play a game that when it comes into the first, I want to start again. I mean, we did the same with Grounded. We started again. It was like, what, the day before it came out, wasn't it? But we started again from scratch. It's the way to do it, man. You got to start again. You gotta. It's the fun, though, isn't it? Suggest a co-op game. Well, it depends what you like. Galaxy, there's loads of great co-op games. I mean, me and Cass love Dungeons 3, which is like Dungeon Keeper in co-op. That's hilarious. This is a great co-op game. Probably one of the best co-op games ever made. Valheim. Hidden and Dangerous is the best co-op game ever made. But nobody will make the fucker now that will to make it work on modern PCs. But oh man, you think Dark Souls is tough? Yeah. Play Hidden and Dangerous 1 and 2 in co-op. Someone just ran past there, guys. What the fuck's these? There's hell on outside, guys. The fuck? Oi! Look! I'm King of the North! Little bastards! Get the fuck out my land! Oh! Whack! What are you doing? Oh! Yeah. Sorry guys, this trouble at mill. They're just lobbies. Fuck me. Oh! Hang on. I'm low on food. I wasn't prepared. I haven't played this game. Drink that. That'll put hairs on your chest, Mac. Bit of that and a bit of that. Dry yourself out, son. What are you doing? Dry yourself out. Hey, little bastards. So, dry yourself out. I haven't played this game for years. I'm forgetting. Is that me bow? My bow's glowing. I've enchanted it with mongoose. Wow, what are you doing? Yes. I've never been good with a bow. I apologise for what you're about to see. Sir Davos. You gotta love Sir Davos. Isn't that the best line in Game of Thrones, guys? The reason I'm talking Game of Thrones is we're watching it all the way through now. From season 1. I think that's it. I think I've cleaned them up. Sorry, I'm missing everything that anyone's saying because I'm panicking over some level 1s while I'm armed to the teeth in tier fucking 8 shit. But you know how it is. I think I'm good. I think I can go and sit back by the fire, guys. And there we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Mac, do you still talk to Mesh? Yes, but he doesn't talk to me. I'm not going to give New Worlds a try. Oh, I've missed so many comments. I apologise profusely, guys. I do apologise. Oh, Operation Flashpoint. My goodness, sir. That was great. Epic's Games, wasn't it? Operation Flashpoint? No. I'm getting it confused. Operation Flashpoint was that Codemasters. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't beat the final boss in Valheim because I stopped playing it after the review to wait until it's finished. So I'm waiting until Mist lands and everything's done. Then I'll come back to it. Well, I've seen Game of Thrones through once, and the last 2 series are garbage. But we've had so much pleasure watching season 1 to... We're in season 6 now, aren't we? And it's been fantastic. Oh, we've just started 7. My bad. And it's all bad from now on. We know what happens. It's garbage. Absolute garbage. I love cheese. Mac the Onion King has a nice ring to it, yeah. I think Sir Davos is... I know he talks like me. He's probably the guy I like the best in it. He's freaking great, like. Mac, are games better than movies? I like them both, but games are better, yes. Yeah, Operation Flashpoint was done by the Armour devs. Yeah, it was the I made tons and tons of levels for Operation Flashpoint. It was fantastic. It really was. And I missed that game so much. But Armour's good. Same developers. There was a big split. And Codemasters took over. And we had Armour 2, which was what DayZ was spawned on. And then Armour 3, which I like. I did a review on that. I wish the engine was better, though. I do. They've never had a good engine. Operation Flashpoint never had a great engine. Battle of the Bastards isn't awesome. It's an awful battle. I mean, piling them bodies up like that, and it was just so badly done. It could have been so much better. I mean, it started off great when Ramsay fired the arrow into the back of and Jon Snow charged, even though he was told totally not to do it, off Sansa, you know, but he still did it like a dick. And then the rest of them had to follow the guy, you know. But after that, it all went downhill. It could have been done so much better. I don't know. Have you seen Spartacus with Kirk Douglas? That's how you do battle scenes. What are you doing? Back in the good old days. Well, I wasn't a big fan of Outer Worlds, to be fair. If I'm thinking of the right one. Is that the one where you zoomed out and just saw the planet? It looked like the clangers. No one knows what you're talking about, Matt. Forget it. I haven't seen that Mad Dak. No. An Idiot Abroad. I'll check it out. Oh, there you go. Hi, Malto. So this is where you've been instead of grinding in WoW. Yeah, I cancelled me WoW account. I said I wasn't coming back. I do apologise. Yeah, the Battle of Blackwater was good. Some of the great battles. There were some great battles in that game. Sorry, that series. Talking games, movies, series. I get confused. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it ended in season 6. I'm with you on that. Absolutely. Everything after season 6, apart from the odd episode, mind, you can't just trash everything after season 6. There was a couple of good episodes after that, but the vast majority sucked. Arya Stark ending the whole of the fucking Nightwalkers. What the fuck? Built them all up. You built everything up for this little prick to dive across like off a trampette, you know, springboxing across the garden with a dagger. Then that's it, all gone. What? And what the fuck's Bran doing as king? Oh, come on. And how come Daenerys went mental all of a sudden? She spent the entire series... Just don't. Just don't. Absolute tripe. Tripe. Garbage. Garbage. Yeah. I've seen Top Gun Maverick. I was highly disappointed because I heard it was great and it just wasn't. My goodness. All it was Top Gun from 1984 or whatever it was with a couple of extra scenes. They just stole all the good bits from the first Top Gun and added them to the new movie. Even the bit... Oh, forget it. It was still a great movie. Very entertaining. But you know what, do you know what Tom Cruise movie is great? Cass's laughing in the background. It's a great movie. What is the best Tom Cruise movie, guys? Hi, Magpie, you alright? We're going to get all the Mission Impossibles, but that's not the right answer. There you go, Mission Impossible. The best Tom Cruise movie. It's not Vanilla Sky. Bradley knows. It's not Legend, although Castle say it is. Edge of Tomorrow. Absolutely fabulous. I mean, I've watched that again. Not wrong with Legend. It's a good movie. But, man, Edge of Tomorrow. Actually, it's not called Edge of Tomorrow in America. I think they've got a different title to that. I can't stop watching Edge of Tomorrow. Can I not? I'm ridiculous. I watched it again yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? Day before yesterday. And I only watched it about March. And then I watched it the year before that. And twice. I'm watching it twice a year, guys. That's bad. But it's just fucking brilliant. Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. It's fucking great, man. Oh, it does deserve a sequel. But I searched for that and they're not going to do a sequel, guys. There's no sequel. Do you know what else deserves a sequel? You know what? One of the best horror movies, and I don't really like horror movies, but It Follows. That needs a proper sequel. You know, has any of you seen It Follows, by the way, guys? Sorry? What we're talking about? Oh, it's a great movie, man. It is. Well, the horror movies are depressing, let's be honest. A sequel is happening, edge of next week. Thanks, OJ. That helps. There's a few people seen It Follows. Well, this is a thing, right? I had this dream about there was this beastie monstery thing following me, and it was only walking, but it was following me, and if it ever caught up to me, it would kill me. And I had to get to another country, and I was thinking, how long will it take to walk across the Atlantic Ocean to get to me? And I was talking to people, asking how long they thought, and they were saying, oh, months. And then I was working out that it's probably on the continent that I'm on now. It could be close, so I had to get on another plane and fly somewhere else. And this dream was that this thing, and I was telling people in my stream this about a few years ago now, about this dream. And all of a sudden the stream lit up. It follows, Mac. It follows. Have you seen It Follows? And I'm like, no, never heard of it. And I watched It Follows, and it was the fucking dream, guys. It Follows was the actual... I mean, it was obviously different, but it was the same premise, was It Follows. And I watched that, and I was like, fucking hell. That's it. It's this... The only thing was the sex bit was missed out, which is quite odd. But yeah, the sex bit was missing. But basically, It Follows is about if you, this guy who is being followed, he has sex with this girl, and he tells her, right, I've now passed it on to you. There's something coming out to get you, and it won't stop till it kills you. But if you have sex with somebody else, it'll go for them instead. But once it kills them, it'll come for you. And then if it kills you, it'll come for me. And that's this thing, and it just walks towards you. And the only people that can see it are people that it's been after. It's freaking awesome, guys. I predicted a movie, I did. I did, Zefkin. Damn, I wish I'd wrote a freaking movie upon it. The Japanese version. I'm going to be talking about the same thing because I've missed a few of the comments. It is a bit slow, Dan, but you know, I like slow. It is a metaphor for sexually transmitted diseases, but it's a good movie. Yes, you've seen it, okay. Days of Thunder's a great movie. What's he called? The guy who makes the cars? He's fabulous in it. He's better than Tom Cruise, to be fair. Forget his name. Oh man, what's he called? The old guy. He's hilarious. Do you know one of the weirdest dreams I had? I was in a subway being followed by this bloke in a long coat. He wasn't a flasher, so fuck off. But he followed me. And every time I looked over my shoulder, he was closer. And then it was a long, about 100 yards long underground thing. And he kept getting closer and closer and closer. But he was still about 30 or 40 feet away when we got to the stairs. And the stairs was like 10 stairs, then it would turn for 2 stairs, then 10 stairs, then turn for 2 stairs, then 10, like that. And I kept looking behind us, and he was getting closer and closer and closer, and he was almost behind me. And then I started to run, but too late. He stabbed me in the back with this long knife, and the pain was excruciating. And I woke up. It was a nightmare, and I woke up with this horrible pain in my back, exactly where the guy had stabbed me. And I was like, oh my goodness, oh. And I thought, oh shit, you've been stabbed. Just relax. You're in hospital. You've been stabbed, but you're alive. That's the. And I was convinced that it was a real thing that had happened until I saw that I was actually in my bedroom, and then I was thinking, have I been stabbed? And I felt and there was no bandages. Isn't it weird that you can have dreams and there's the pain from the dream? And that's only happened to me once, but that was freaking scary shit, guys. Scary shit. Outlast affected you deeply. Well, Outlast was a pretty... Robert Duvall, thank you, Scott. And Mighty Bjorn and all the people that beat Scott to saying it, like Chris and OJ. Yeah. It was like, I'm missing a few comments. You'll have to bear with me. Yeah. American Werewolf in London was great. Do you know the bit? I bet everybody, I guarantee everybody got caught out with the curtains. You remember the dream, and then the curtains, and there were like Nazi stormtrooper pig faces, and it was like a double whammy. Remember the double whammy at that? It was like the first jump scare went, and he went, oh, and then he went, fucking hell, that scared the shit out of that fucking hell. There was like a double whammy in that. Oh my goodness. That was, The Thing was a great movie, that. The blood test bit with the they heated up a bit of wire, bit of copper wire. That was a great movie. I saw the prequel to that as well, which I didn't even know existed until a few years ago. When I watched that, that was great as well. There's been some great movies. Great movies. Maghaven, what the fuck? I mean, what the actual fuck are you talking about, man? The dream sequence made you accidentally pull your tooth out. I saw The Evil Dead. Aye. See you, Oliver. The Evil Dead. Yeah, that was a scary ass movie, like. Aye, yeah. Good movies back then. Didn't they do a one American Werewolf in France or something? I think it was pretty bad. Or am I thinking of The Howling? The Howling was around the same time as American Werewolf. The guy from Steed, the guy from what the hell was he called again? I know he played as Steed. He was in it. In The Howling. The New Avengers or the Avengers or something. Not Marvel thing. It was a British TV thing. But he was in it. Was it Paris? American Werewolf in Paris. Yeah, it wasn't very good, that. CGI ruins movies. It ruined The Hobbit for me. Absolutely ruined The Hobbit. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Do you think CGI's got worse? I do. You know, if you look at Game of Thrones, I mean, there's some bad CGI in Game of Thrones, I'll give you that, but... Yeah, Patrick McNee. That's the chap. Where are we at with Rings of Power? Ring of Power, how many? 2? We got 2.5 episodes of Ring of Power, and then vomited all over the floor. So yeah. Rick Meow was in American Werewolf in London, was he? Yeah, CGI has got worse. Yeah, exactly. CGI is great if used like minimally. Yeah, you're right. It is. There's another storm outside. Can I just look at this storm? I love storms in this game. Maybe it's a one brewing. We'll see what goes down, Holmes. Maltoy, you've never seen She-Hulk. Although, you probably have. Exactly, yeah. Terminator 2 CGI. Yeah. But look at the Predator, you know, with Arnie. I mean, it's very minimal, the CGI in that, because, you know, it was all prosthetics. And it worked so well. Now it's just, oh god. Everything's just bullshit. I will. I'll do face. I've done a lot of face cams back in the day. But, you know, I don't like the whole idea of people knowing exactly who I am when I go out and about. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that watch me videos around here, and I've been recognised a few times, and I'm not in it for the fame and all that. And it was quite embarrassing having selfies You thought it was hilarious. I didn't. You walk into a shop to buy something and the staff in the shop want a selfie with you because they recognise your voice. It's like, damn. I'm not that person now. Nah. So, yeah. So that's why I don't do facecam. Are you Mac? Yes. Married to an A-lister of gaming. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Is it worth a buy? The shopkeeper. Not happening in Tesco, Curry's. You know what? I get paranoid when I go into a store and I'm talking to a sales assistant and they are of gaming age. I'm like, Mac, put on a Scottish accent. Hey, the new the Honda thruster on this mattress here, laddie. I'm scared shitless. Ever since that shop assistant said, can I ask you a question? Are you called Mac? I was like, fuck off. And I stupidly said, yeah. I should have said, no, laddie. You know. I was caught by surprise. I was not prepared. Next thing I know, the fucking store manager's taking pictures of us. Yeah. I looked dreadful. I just got out of bed. Yeah. Hilarious. Well, I had Bell shoulder pads. I mean, you know, that might have been the giveaway. And I was running around with a clown horn. I should. That'd be hilarious. Run to the console rack. Nah, it's not Mac. Pretend to just pick up a PS game off the shelf. That's definitely not Mac. Oh. Yeah. Had 20 strawberry laces packets in my shopping basket. Spotted me a mile away. That sounds like heaven, that. North Dakota. You have no people in minus 50 winters. I watched a video on YouTube yesterday of this little shed in the middle of a forest in a snowstorm. And it was so... They had a little dog, like a collie dog, and they put a fire on, and it was so satisfying to watch a blizzard outside while in this little wooden thing. Yeah, I love shit like that. Do you know, is it hard to get PC parts now? I've always took it for granted that, you know, oh, my RAM's gone, I'll just go and buy another couple of sticks of RAM. I mean, are we in that kind of position now where it's hard to actually get bits if your PC screws up? I've never been this far out of the loop with PC building in my life. Simply because of time. I don't have time to do all that shit anymore. But one time I was totally on top of it all. But now, just hell no. I mean, I know, you know, all the bits of a PC and how to build them, but I've never had to do it for so long now. But I didn't know there was a shortage of bits. Oh, CCL computers. I used to buy loads of bits from them. They're based in Yorkshire somewhere, if I remember rightly. I bought my first 2 PCs. I kind of sourced all the bits from them. They've been around for ages. That was the 90s. The noughties it was with CCL. I know GPUs are hard to get because of all the Bitcoin mining. I got a PS5. Where did I get mine? Game. I got mine off Game online. I thought there was. I didn't think there was still a shortage of PS5s. Might as well put that on eBay tomorrow. £1,000. Thanks for that. Well, do you know what, guys? There's literally no need to buy a top-end PC. What are you going to play on it? Like, literally, what are you going to play on a top-end PC now? They're all it's all shit. What the fuck? You don't need a top-end PC to play the best games, like this, for example. So why spend thousands on a PC that can run the top AAA games when the top AAA games suck donkey's balls? I mean, why bother? You know? There's like no point at all. I've read all about it, Maltho, the new Nvidia cards. I mean, are they taking the piss or what? I can't believe people will actually go and buy them. That's the worry, you know, that people are going to go and buy them. I'm trying to see if Odin's around. Scared the shit out of me the first time I saw Odin. Fuck's that? Hey, that's new. Oh, no, it's a boar. It's a boar. Mac, it's a boar. Calm down. Stepped on a boar. What's this shot? What's this? It's a run. Oops. A running deer. That was a scarum. Back. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Ramsey Bolton. About. Hit it, guys. I'll go and catch it later. Yeah. A 2015. Okay. Yeah. Well, why not? I mean, it'll run a lot of the indie games from now. I mean, I'm still. I mean, I do what, like any big game that comes out, I run it, and they all run great. I'm only on a well, I'm on a 9.9 to be fair. Nvidia i9, 32 gig of RAM, 2080. So, but it's still a couple, 3 generations old. My PC, like the GPU, sorry, 2 generations old. I've Cass's on a 1070, and she runs a lot of the new stuff, and she's fine. You just don't need it. Yeah, Ramsey was a little bit of a better shot than that. Hey, a 980 will run loads of indie shit. Yeah, the 1080s were a great card then. I've still got a PC over there with the 1080 in. It's been backup PC. I'm buying a Steam Deck. Probably when I move. Just to make sure it gets delivered to the right house. Acer monitors are good. I prefer Yama, but Acers are really good. Like, nah, VR was not a fad. I mean, I played VR for the first time 9 years ago, and it's still great now. That ain't a fad. Yeah, 1070 is great. Yeah, well, 1080p's. Do you know what? I run 1080p because my videos are in 1080p. There's nothing wrong with 1080p. There just isn't. I don't get that you have to run everything in like 4K at a billion frames a second or it's shite. It's, you know. Well, you know what? I think the Steam Deck is going to be good. I mean, the amount of games that it like works on in your Steam library, and if it works on them well and it controls them well, then it's good. But I don't know. It might be garbage. But I'm going to buy one and I'm going to review it probably in the new year, or maybe I'll try and do it before Christmas if I can. But I don't know the waiting list on it. I think the waiting list's a bit shit. No, I wouldn't upgrade from a Ryzen 5 to a 6. I wouldn't upgrade your PC at all at the moment until you're happy that gaming's improving to the point that you need to do it. Because, yeah. Well, yeah, 1440p was my kind of sweet spot if I'm not editing. I mean, my monitors only go to 1440p anyway. So I don't actually have a choice. But I've got a 4K TV and I've got a PS5. And it's like, meh. It's not a game breaker, like, you know. When I started playing on the PS5, I didn't think, my goodness, I need 4K monitors now on my PC. It was just like, yeah, whatever. Okay, there's a little bit of better pixel quality, you know. It ain't worth the money. It's just not. But some people have to have the best, you know. And that, you know, fair do. So you work hard, you get plenty of money, buy it, you know, do it. Yeah. It is good, is it, the Steam Deck? It looks better than the Switch, to be fair. But I think that's because I know there's a few years got consoles and you don't have PCs in the stream, but it has to be said, we get the best games on PC. You just need to look at Steam. And a lot of these games, the vast majority aren't available on Switch or on console. And, you know, now that you have this controlling kind of handheld device that will play games well, you know, that's incredible, I think. Yeah, honestly, I don't think it's worth upgrading to the 4 series. I haven't even upgraded to the 3 series on the graphics. My GPU's fine. Anybody who buys a second-hand graphics card is nuts. I'm telling you now. You guarantee that well, not guarantee, but the chances are you buy a second-hand graphics card, it's been mining. It's fucked. Don't do it. I mean, do you know what? Even before I reviewed games, I would never upgrade to the latest. I was always a good couple of series behind because you literally don't need it. You don't need the latest card. I dare say you don't even need 32 gig of RAM. I mean, I've got it for editing purposes, but gaming-wise, you can probably get away with 16. You don't have to have like a $4,000 PC to play games. In fact, to be honest with you, if I was coming from console to PC now, I would base my spec entirely on indie Fuck Triple A, man. What's my favourite Irish band? I only know the Pogues and U2, so I'd have to say U2. Clannad. What's them? All them women who play violins and shit. The Cause, they did a couple of good ones. But the Cause, yeah. The Cause! That's how I know about the Cause. When you see them, you go, Cause! I've seen U2 twice in concert when they were good. 1985. We were talking about Rabbit before. You did well there then, Eric. Guys, are we due a Uhtred movie? Or have we had it? Yeah. Remember we watched, Uhtred of Uhtred, Son of Uhtred? There was... The series ended, but wasn't there supposed to be a couple of movies? Or have we had them? Guys, Uhtred, Son of Uhtred? Of Uhtred? Is there a movie coming? Or is that all done now and gone? I kind of thought we were waiting for a movie. Yeah, there's going to be... I thought there was, Yeah, there's going to be a movie. I thought there was going to be a movie, because it never really ended, did it? A Vikings movie. Uhtred. See you, Magpie. There's a movie coming. Aye. The Last Kingdom, aye, that's right. Yeah, I thought there was a movie coming. We should bloody hurry up. Ring of Power or House of the Dragon? Neither. Honestly, House of the Dragon, everybody's raving over it. I got, I think, 3 episodes in. Matt Smith shouting charge sounded like a child of junior school age running across a playground with a wooden stick. I just can't do it, man. Will 7 Days to Die ever leave Alpha? I have no idea, but I don't know. And on that bombshell, guys, I think I'm going to call it. I think we're going to call it night. We're going to, even though it's daytime, we'll end on a beautiful spring morning. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The mountains in the distance. Yeah. Beautiful, guys. If you don't own Valheim on PC, you're missing out on a fabulous, fabulous game. And look at the world. It's huge. All that hasn't been... I've only explored this. Crazy, guys. There's bosses, dungeons, and everything out there. Yeah. Uhtred. This is Valheim, which I've never played tonight at all, but the sea monsters as well out there, guys. But thanks for joining me for this Sunday evening's chat. I've enjoyed it. Thank you very, very much for coming in and having your bit of say. And I do apologize if I've missed comments. Don't take it personally. It was just, my eyes weren't on the screen as the comments were going up. So there you go. So have a great week, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Look for some videos. There's going to be a lot of videos this week. Loads of demos with Next Fest, starting with Manor Lords, which I've been looking forward to. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all later.